So did you know that in 2021 alone, Nigeria exported textile and textile-related products to the tune of 12.3 billion naira, about $29.6 million? There is no doubt that there are great prospects in this industry. But how much advantage are the creative fashion entrepreneurs taking advantage of these remains a big question. And today on SME Hub, I have one of the creative fashion designers who is on hand to walk us through this journey. Today we will be meeting Mr. Akeula Ridwan, CEO Akeula Trendy. Glad to have you on the show.
Thank you very much. Thanks for calling. Appreciate you.
So let's get to meet with you. What first inspired you to go into this business?
Oh well, if I must start this story from the very beginning, it all started when I was about to finish my SSE. So me and my friends, we were in the MT class and we were asking ourselves, after SSE, what next? And I had told them then that I wanted to be a farmer, young boy then, poor boy. So one of my friends told us that he wanted to be a fashion designer, that his uncle is a fashion designer and he would like to go and learn under his uncle. I said, okay. So I had it at the back of my mind that, okay, I think I would learn fashion design. So since this farmer work is not something I can actually come out and tell, because as a young girl, they will laugh at me. I didn't say it to them then. So when I got home after my last paper, so I sat down. I didn't go up with my parents. I grew up with my auntie. So she asked me if I was ready to go back to my parents after my SSE. I will stay with her till I get admission. Although she had told me that she won't allow me to go to university, that I have to learn a skill. So she asked me at that point that what skill would I want to learn. I told her that I want to learn fashion design. She said, okay, no problem. The second day she said I should go to my parents' house and I should go and tell them. So I went to their house. I told them that, okay, this is what I want. I want to learn fashion designing. So they told me to rest for about a month after my SSE. So after that, I was enrolled in a fashion school, and that was how it all started.
All right, so there are various entry levels to this business. For you, as an individual, what was your entry level like?
Well, so I learned for about 6-7 months. So I grabbed very easily. So I was able to know it within 7 months. And it was now a time for JAM. So I wrote JAM and I go out there to the Lagos Polytechnic then. So I went to the school. So I was getting money from my parents now. It got to a point, I think during my second year, they said they stopped sending me money. They said that after all, they bought me machine already and I learned this skill, so I should go and start doing something now. At that point, that was my point of entry, because I was like, okay, fine, I can't go back again. Before they send me a certain amount of money, now cut it by 3 and they told me one third of it. So I started sewing for my classmates then. I started sewing for my lecturers. They were not paying me so much, but I was also using to survive. And that was like my point of entry. So after my second year in the Polytechnic, so I had to take JAM again so that I could move to the university. That was even a tougher journey for me. So, I grew up in Ikorodu. My last tech coincidentally is in Ikorodu. So I didn't feel that level of. But when I got to the university, LASU, a new environment where I don't know anybody there. So I wanted to continue my fashion line there. But because it was a new environment and nobody knew me there, it was very hard for me to get new clients. So I had to sell my machine and all. But yeah, that's not the way I'm going now. The point of it, like I said now, is when I entered in the Polytechnic.
Okay, now you said something that really struck my attention, which was, at first you were getting support, from your guardian.
Okay.
And it got to a point where they realized that, this man is doing business, he should be making money, so why do we have to keep sending him, the bulk of the money, when perhaps we might still have some of his younger ones who might need help? How did you feel at that point in time when they slashed the money?
Well, I felt like...
Was it like, did I make a mistake by telling you guys I'm into business? Or what was it like for you at that point in time? If I had not thought
like that, definitely I was not young. As a young and naive guy, I was prone to think like that. Every young person would think like that. Oh, these people dislike me, they don't like me. My dad even told me that, okay, see, maybe you should go and drop out. if you are not ready, let him take care of other guys.
Really?
So it was, I mean, it is now that when I look back, I told them, thank you very much for telling me that at that particular time.
So,
because
for you, it really busted you up.
It really, man, it made me do some certain things, legitimately, you know.
Okay.
It made me think like a man, and I started, you know, if they had not told me that those times, I would have not probably been here today. I'll feel relaxed perhaps, and I'll feel like maybe I need to wait till I finish my university education before I enter the fashion industry proper. Okay.
At that point in time, what did you have and what did you not have?
What I had was my skill that I had newly acquired,
Okay.
and the machine that they bought for me.
Okay.
And what I don't have is money. Of course, I was told to, you know, start marketing myself, and the little I get, I should live on it. I did so. It worked for me because I was in Laspotech in Ikorodu, and I grew up in that environment. And luckily for me, I participated in student union government then. So I was the secretary of student union government then, so I was widely popular.
So did that fetch you some money?
That actually did fetch me some customers. It gave me leverage.
Oh, okay.
You know, I started sewing for rector of the school. I started sewing for ASOP chairman, Association of University Polytechnic Lecturers.
Okay.
I started sewing for that chairman. I started sewing for big people in the school because of the rank I had gotten to while on campus. So after my days in the Polytechnic, I had taken jam again. Now I got admitted into the university.
Yeah.
I had to start afresh. This time around, they told me that nothing, I can't even get anything, because they wanted me to proceed to do my HND so that I can be with them in the house in Ikorodu. But now I told them that, look, you guys have made me feel like I can do it alone. Now it's time to move on. So they were like, no, we will not support you. You can't even get a single support from us. They cut off everything. I said, no problem. So I went into the new environment, Lasu area. I was very naive then. You know, I was still quite young then. I'm talking about 6-7 years ago, you know. So when I got there, I didn't know nobody there. I resumed late because I was struggling with finances, school fees and all. Although my auntie gave me the school fees then, but I had to struggle with other things, accommodation and all. I got help from a few people that got sent to me. But then I had my skills and I had the sewing machine, but I don't have money and I don't have people there. Okay,
so now in your head, how much were you looking at for you to start up?
Well, the plan was not to start up in Lasu.
Okay.
The plan was to enlarge and to, you know, to widen people I know, my customer base.
Okay.
Ikorodu has always been my base. I have customers there. But the fact that they know me while I was growing up, it makes them don't want to my work, they don't really rate me because they feel like, after all, you grew up in our parents now, come on.
So familiarity was the issue.
But then during those times, I was already eyeing the big guys in the industry. I'm still on the question of using what I have to get what I don't have.
True.
So I was already eyeing the big guys in the industry. I want to be like them, and I understand that I can't be like them under the nose of my parents.
So who were the people you were looking at as role
talking about
models?
Yomi Casual, Takova, Frank Oshodi, and all as at then. So I needed to move out of that place. So when I came into Lasu, all I had was my sewing machine, and I had my skills. I resumed quite late, but it wouldn't affect me because I'm very brilliant academically.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I was the best student in my class in Laspotech, so I was not concerned. So when I get to Lasu, as I said, I have my skills and I have my machine, but I don't have customers and I don't have money. So I was doing advert on WhatsApp groups then, but it wasn't just working. I had to sell what I have, what was available then, to get unavailable. I sold my machine that my parents got for me to get money to survive.
Survive how? Just to be feeding?
Yes, it was that hard.
What now happened to that trade? When you had to sell the little that will be giving you?
But now there's nobody that is patronizing me. I mean, the machine is just in my hostel there.
Wow.
For months, and there's no job, and I need to just survive. So I sold it, and now I'm a kind of person I believe in, because now these people have made me feel like I can do it. So I said I won't go back home. At least for now, I will survive. And I also told them that. Okay, I told myself that, look, I won't do anything illegal. So I sat down. I said, look, Akeula, now you have sold your machine. What you have available is gone. And now you have money. At least I'm surviving a little bit now. What's the next thing? I need to keep surviving. This money will finish very soon. I look at the campus. I said, look, what can I do to make money on campus? At least now you people are not giving me work to slow down.
Sure.
But you people used to wear your clothes dirty now. I started doing laundry while on campus. I started washing clothes for my mates. 15 naira per clothes. I'm talking about barely 6-7 years ago. So I started washing clothes. It was that funny. I'll go to the hostel, their clothes, weekend, me, I will not read, I'll be washing their clothes. There's this one of my hostel mate, then he'll be laughing at me whenever they're going for morning classes. I mean, that morning I'll be washing student clothes. I woke up in the midnight, ironing their clothes and starching their clothes. My hostel mate, they used to give me clothes to wash. I look them at this, I said, I know where I'm going 100%. They will think because I'm not reading, they will think the results will come out and it will be 0. But then, when the results come out, I'll still come out in flying colors. That's by the way. So I've used what I don't have to get what I have.
Okay.
That's by selling the sewing machine to get the money, and my intellect to bring out a new initiative, the laundry, to get what I have.
Now you've been able to get to some certain levels where, when this particular trade wasn't, bringing in the money, you had to, come up with another initiative of, surviving through, probably, like you said, doing laundry. Now, what were those values that you had, up high there that kept you going? What were those values?
Number one of it is trustworthiness. I don't, even till now, I still don't joke with it. Number two is resilience. I'm also resilient. And number three is hardworking. You really have to be.